Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Logistics, where we are so close. We are so close. So there's a couple of things. One, this hex here thinks it has adjacency to 6. It doesn't. It has adjacency to 4. So I think we are connecting too many hexes somehow, somewhere. Like, we need to remove doubles or something. Yeah, up here, I just had a thought. We need to be only adding these if they don't already exist. Is there an overload to already, to do this? No, there is not. Okay. So, if not biome hex dot connected road pieces next hex index dot contains sub hex manager dot subhexes building index dot transform dot position. So we only add this in if it doesn't already exist. And then the same thing here. If not biome hex dot connected road pieces building connected road pieces building index dot contains sub hex manager dot subhexes building index, or no, this would be next hex index dot transform dot position. That's not how you spell position. Okay. So that way we only add it in if it's not already there. And I think that is the reason why we have too many, well, not too many unconnected hexes. That would be too many connected hexes. So let's go ahead and test that theory. And we'll see what that does to our unconnected hexes count. It may or may not fix that portion. I'd be a little surprised if it fixed that portion, but then again, maybe I wouldn't be. These things are connected in some weird ways. So let's go ahead and run this. Come on. There we go. No errors. That's a good sign. 2 with no errors. 3 with rotational error there. But 3 with no errors. 4 with no. 5 with no. And what I'm looking for, the rotational error is fixable, but what I'm looking for specifically is issues where it didn't generate a full road or where it has adjacency errors. So that's what, 6, 7? We'll go with 6. That's 7. That's 8. That's 9. That's 10. We're looking for 20. That's 11. That's 12. That's 13. That's 14. That's 15. 16. 17. 18, 19, and 20. Okay. I think we can safely say at this point that that is finally fixed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and come down here so that we can do this a little bit faster. I'm going to copy this into here, like so. Delete these. And do that. Okay, so now we're going to generate all of the buildings within a hex when we first zoom to it. And for now, that's going to be the way we're going to leave this. The reason why I want to do this is I want to move around inside the hexes so that we can move much more quickly and try to isolate down why that 5-way intersection is occasionally wrongly oriented. Let's go ahead and run this. No 5-way. No 5-way. No issue there. No issue there. Nope. Oh, there's one. Okay, so this one is wrongly oriented right here. So, actually this one is as well. It feels like all 5-way intersections are wrongly oriented. Is that accurate to say? Can we find... Here's one that isn't. Correctly oriented, I mean. I think all 5-way intersections are off by 30 degrees. If that's the case, that's an easy enough fix. Is there a single 5-way intersection that is correctly oriented? That one's not. Those two aren't. Actually, it's just this one. That one's actually off by 180 degrees, though. But there is an issue, and it is just with 5-way intersections. And every 5-way intersection has the wrong rotation. Every single one. So that means that we can come in here and find where we do the rotation for the 5-way intersections and get that fixed. Also, I think it's safe to say we don't need this bit of code anymore. So where do we do our 5-way intersection rotations? Let's see here. This is our positions, here's our rotations. And I believe this is where we're doing it here. So this is the 3-way, 4-way, 5-way. Okay, let's calculate rotation. So we have our one unconnected position, and we have our position. Okay. So the question is, if we go into here and check our rotation of our 5-way intersection, which I believe is this one, -90, 30. -90, 30. Okay, so it's the same rotation as everything else. The next thing we need to determine is, when is it off? We know the direction of the unconnected one, and that's how we're determining this. So let's come on in here and find ourselves a 5-way intersection, like so. None there, none there, none there, none there, none there, none there, nope. Here's one. Okay, so it does this a lot, I've been noticing. So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and move this over to be about here, and then close the toolbox here and scale this guy down so that we can kind of see what's going on both of them at the same time here. So our unconnected position is not approximately equal to our X position, so we can skip right on by here. And then it's asking, is the position greater or lesser than? The position should be greater than, so it would be in this else statement. If unconnected position.z is less than our position.z, which it is. So it should be 300f. Let's see if we can find it here. Where are you? So this should be rotated to 300 degrees, according to the code. It's rotated -120. So what happens if we put it at 300? Not -300, just 300. That is correct. So why did it not correctly rotate? And this is only happening on the 5-way intersections. Which tells me that I don't think it's any of this code. I think it has to do with getting the unconnected position for the 5-way intersection only. So where do we get the unconnected position at? Unconnected position. It iterates through the neighbors. Wait, what? How is this supposed to work? It iterates through the neighbors and assumes that the position is the one that we're on for some reason. So of course it's going to be wrong. This must be something that didn't get ported correctly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop running this here. And this is 100% the problem. And this should be pretty fixable. So the unconnected position, we don't yet know is actually unconnected to us. So let's go ahead and say that if this will have to be connected neighbors dot contains sub hex manager dot subhexes I dot neighbors j dot transform dot position. So if that's not in the connected neighbors, or actually if it is in the connected neighbors, then we can just continue. If it's not in the connected neighbors, then we run this, and we break out of this for loop. Yeah. So, theoretically, it should definitely find the hex that we're not connected to. Let's see if that works. Should be a relatively simple fix. I have to assume that I implemented that differently and it just didn't port correctly when I was just trying to get everything to compile. I'm pretty sure that's what happened there. So let's do this. Skip tutorial. And in we go. And it's wrong. Oh boy. So why is that wrong? Connected neighbors.contains sub-hex manager. So if it does contain this neighbor's position, then we continue. Otherwise, we just do this. Okay, fine. I'll do this like so. If it doesn't contain this, then we do this. Like that. And we should probably tab all of this forward once. And this can actually be tabbed back with Shift Tab. There we go. So if it's not here, then we do this, else we just continue. Instead of using connected neighbors, we should be using biome hex dot connected road pieces I. Definitely. We should definitely be doing that. Okay. Let's see if that works. I think that'll work. Should work. In before adjacency issues. Oh, I'm never gonna live that one down. I think that might be the new meme. Okay, so there's no 5-way there. Nope. Nope. Here's one. It's wrong. Mm-hmm. But this is the unconnected hex. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. What's going on here? So, this guy right here, he is at a rotation of 0. I mean, that's guaranteed to be the unconnected road piece, right? But if he's at a rotation of 0, then that might mean that this just never triggered. We could do approximate contains. So subhex manager dot approximate contains, and then we would use biome hex. We would need this to be a not here. And then we would be doing that. I don't think that's going to fix it, but we can try. At the very least, it'll eliminate a variable. Okay, come on. One of these days. Maybe. There we go. Okay. No 5-way intersections. Okay, still none. We know they've got to be around here somewhere. Nope, none there. Here's a 6-way intersection. Those are kind of rare. Oh, there's one. It's wrong. By 30 degrees again. Are they all just 30 degrees off? I mean, if they are, we could just rotate the prefab. That would be easy enough, although it'd be kind of a hacky fix. I'd rather figure out why it's not doing this correctly, why it's different. Although there was the one that was 180 degrees off, yeah? So, I mean, this one's 30 degrees off. And that one's just at a rotation of 0, correct? I believe so. Yeah. That's just at a rotation of 0. Let's keep looking. I have a theory-ish, or of a hypothesis. It's at a rotation of 0. Rotation of 0. Rotation of 0. Rotation of 0. These are basically all at rotations of 0. Is that one? No, that wasn't. Okay, if these are all at rotations of 0, then that indicates to me... No, that wasn't one there. Let's head into a different hex. Rotation of 0. Rotation of 0. If these are all at rotation of 0, then that means that it's just not actually comparing this correctly. So this here is not correctly getting connected or getting compared. So instead, let's do connected neighbors I. That should absolutely be what we're doing here anyway. And instead, it should be connected neighbors, not I. Okay. Maybe that'll fix it. We'll see. I cannot wait to move on from this particular section into making some real actual gameplay. But once this is done, then we can start doing some things. Because this was necessary to be able to purchase land. Rotation of 0. Rotation of 0. Rotation of 0. Hey look, a rotation of 0. Okay. So if all of these are rotation of 0, then that indicates that this isn't happening at all. So we need to be calculating the unconnected position a little bit differently, I guess. So the unconnected hexes here are got by just doing the same thing. That's literally the same thing. Subhexes I neighbors j.transform.position. Connected neighbors. Yeah, it's literally the same thing. Why is it not working here, but it is clearly working here? Subhexes I neighbors.count j++. It's literally the same code. Except that it puts this into a list. And then adds in the full adjacency, but we don't need to do that for this. All we need to do is know the one position right here. But apparently, is the approximate contains a little different? No. It's literally the same. Connected neighbors to subhex manager subhexes I.neighbors j.transform.position. And then we have that be the unconnected position. It's just not rotating this at all. I'm very, very lost here. I'm just going to copy in this if statement in its entirety right here. Literally the same. Debug.log. Found a 5-way calculating rotation. Found a 5-way unconnected position. There we go. So if we don't see this, then we know that none of this is triggering. And if we do see this, for whatever reason, it's the unconnected position must be wrong. Let's go ahead and run this. Come on. You can go. Skip tutorial, and in we go. Found a 5-way unconnected position, calculating rotation. We don't know exactly where, but that indicates that it is actually calculating the rotation on something. I mean, there's 73 hexes here. This one is correct, but it's also a rotation of 0. Correct through sheer luck, probably. This one's incorrect, and it's 0. So why is it just returning 0 for the 5-way intersections? I really don't know. However, this is the end of my recording session, so what I'm going to do is we know where the problem is, we know what the problem is, and this is a relatively minor problem compared to the other one. So I'm going to end this recording session here. I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in, and next episode I'm going to come back at this with fresh eyes, and I'll probably figure it out within 5 seconds. We'll see. See you all next time.